Hey guys, how are you? David Franco here from davidthefranco.com/ask. Boom! There you go, rotate. It has been quite a while since I've done one of these videos. So this is basically where you get to ask me questions and I answer those questions in videos such as this one. So let's get started. Today's question comes from Andrew, also known as iAndrewT on Twitter. So I will link Andrew right below in the video description. Check him out. And Andrew says, many merchants, including Wawa, are moving over to the CurrentC platform early next year, which you can read up on here. And then I'll put the link right below as well. So if you want to check it out, do that. Just check it out. They are removing NFC terminals in stores like Walmart, Target, Best Buy, Wawa, and more that are used for newer credit cards and Apple Pay/Google Wallet to add an insecure system for easy mobile payment. What are your thoughts on this? Note, I am Australian, so currently this does not affect me, but I'm sure a lot of your viewers, USA-based or not, would be interested in your thoughts. And Andrew, you are very correct because I am extremely interested in this because Apple Pay versus CurrentC, it's a very interesting debate, but very annoying at the same time. So let's talk about that. So for those unaware, Apple Pay was announced not too long ago, and in basic terms, it's an easy payment system where you hold your phone up to an NFC terminal, just look for that sideways Wi-Fi-like symbol, your screen will automatically light up, you put your thumb on the Touch ID sensor, and boom, your transaction is complete. Just like that. Select your card, scan, it's done. It could not get simpler. Now, this is supported by several major retailers, and I'm going to go through my list right here, including the Apple Store, obviously, Disney Store, Macy's, BJ's, Petco, Office Depot, Subway, Foot Locker, Aeropostale, Whole Foods, Toys R Us, Walgreens, which is a big one right now, and many more. Now, as far as I'm aware, this is, as of today anyway, this is the most secure way of checking out. And then we have Apple Pay's competitor called CurrentC, which I gotta say is kind of a genius name, but it's not as trendy as Apple Pay. That's just my opinion. So CurrentC's process is this, and I'm gonna look down at my notes so I don't get this wrong. Oh, and by the way, these notes were taken from the TechCrunch article. Obviously, I read the article, then composed the notes myself. So if I get anything wrong, I do apologize, but I think this is pretty accurate. So CurrentC works like this. You unlock your phone, you open the CurrentC app, you open your code scanner, scan a QR code, and then it's verified by the cashier. So you gotta ask yourself, what's easier, putting your thumb on a fingerprint scanner or opening an app specifically designed for CurrentC, scanning the QR code, then verifying the QR code with your cashier? Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna beat around the bush, guys. Both payment systems seem incredibly simple, but Apple Pay definitely seems more simple. And well, isn't that what customers want? A simple and secure process? I know I do. Now, CurrentC is definitely supported by a more impressive line of retailers, at least in my opinion, including Dunkin' Donuts, Acme, we use Acme locally, so that's actually pretty cool, CVS and Rite Aid, Dick's Sporting Goods, Chili's, Old Navy, Target, Walmart, Sheetz, and Wawa. I do love me some Wawa, guys. I really do. But it kind of kills me at the same time because Wawa, support Apple Pay, please. Now, with all these retailers in mind, and while that's very impressive, customers have to keep this very important tidbit in mind as well. With CurrentC, as far as I'm concerned anyway, retailers are still collecting your personal information when using the CurrentC app. Whereas with Apple Pay, it's completely encrypted. They do not know what you're purchasing, and boom, you're done. You do not have to worry about your privacy or your personal information or anything like that. And guys, let's face it, privacy today is one of the most important things people care about. Now, personally speaking, privacy isn't extremely important to me. I mean, at least in terms of this, putting myself out there, sharing my life with everyone. But when I'm making payments with a retailer such as Wawa or Walmart or anything like that, then yes, obviously I want my transaction to be as secure as possible. Okay, so what are my thoughts on this whole Apple Pay versus CurrentC debate? Well, honestly, guys, I think it's very annoying. It kind of feels like Blu-ray versus HD DVD. all over again. Blu-ray did come out on top, which is a good thing for consumers because we don't want to have to choose between one or the other. Don't we want a consistent, simple experience? And unfortunately, it's not going to be like this for consumers because it's going to be a very fragmented experience, and you guys already know how I feel about fragmentation. I just can't stand it. Options are good, but don't give us the option of one or the option of two and nothing else. Give us Apple Pay and CurrentC, not either or. We don't want retailers that only support Apple Pay and Google Wallet, and then other retailers that only support CurrentC. Don't you as consumers want the option of using Apple Pay, Google Wallet, or CurrentC? Of course you do, because people are going to prefer different payment methods. Not everybody has an iPhone. Not everybody has a device that supports CurrentC, and not everybody has a device that supports Google Wallet. Which is actually kind of surprising because your device most likely does support Google Wallet. But still, my point stands. Fragmentation, it sucks. And it's going to take a couple years for retailers to hopefully change their minds. Now, honestly, as of right now, NFC payments, they're not too important to me because, well, I don't have a device that supports NFC payments. I'm still using an iPhone 5S, which does have Touch ID, but it does not have Apple Pay support. So it might not be until next year where NFC payments are actually important to me because, well, this time next year, I will own the iPhone 6S or whatever it's going to be called. So yes, by then I will be using NFC payments, hopefully on a regular basis, and no longer using my debit card or my credit card. Which I'm okay with for the most part. I never really have any issues with that. But still, I mean, if I could use my iPhone to make payments, obviously I'm not going to deny the convenience of that. So wrapping up this video, let me say this, and mark my words. Give it a couple years, and some major retailers like Walmart will change their mind. Retailers like Walmart will eventually see the potential and the convenience in the payment system that is Apple Pay. Now keep in mind, I haven't used either. I haven't used Apple Pay. I haven't used CurrentC. Obviously, that's not launching until next year. So I don't have any personal experience with either of these payment platforms. But with that said, I am very interested in the future. And it's definitely the future, guys. I mean, this is definitely the future of payments. You cannot deny that. Most people may be happy with credit cards and debit cards, but that's only because they have not used payment systems like Google Wallet and Apple Pay and, well, even CurrentC. And, well, at the end of the day, choice is good. If we can choose between CurrentC, Apple Pay, and Google Wallet, that's fine by me. I don't care if somebody prefers CurrentC over Apple Pay or Apple Pay over Google Wallet. It doesn't matter whichever one you prefer. What matters is that you're dealing with a secure payment system and that you have the choice between those three. Again, Apple Pay, Google Wallet, and CurrentC. There's no reason why these retailers should restrict you to one payment platform. And well, now honestly guys, it just feels like I'm repeating myself, but this is a very interesting topic that is just getting started. Obviously over time, as these payment platforms mature and as retailers change their minds and change their strategies and whatever, things will progress. But as of now, it's a very fragmented experience. It's going to take a while for consumers to catch on. But hey, at least it's fun to speculate about. And I do think it's a very interesting topic. So once again, Andrew, thank you very much for the interesting question. And Andrew can be found over at twitter.com/iAndrewT. So check him out. So guys, that's it. That brings me to the end of today's video. Now, I usually promote an audiobook in my daviddefranco.com/askquestions. But today, I'm just going to talk about Bluehost for a quick minute or so. If you guys are looking for easy, affordable, and reliable web hosting for your WordPress website or anything like that, check out Bluehost. You can get Bluehost for as little as $4 or $5 a month, and actually that's what powers BrandRocket.com. And obviously it goes far beyond just web hosting. You also get things like email accounts, easy one-step WordPress installations, and so much more. So guys, check out Bluehost. My affiliate link is right below. Using that link not only gets you a good deal in web hosting, but it also helps support my content. So guys, thank you so much. Keep those questions coming over at daviddefranco.com/ask. The more questions I can get, the better. Because, well, that means more videos for you guys. So it's a win-win scenario. Thank you guys so much again. Your support is incredible. And I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.